All right, for these drugs, they would have to tell you how many hours you have to wait, or how many, like the maximum amount of pills you can take a day. It's certain amount. They have to tell you that, because if you don't follow that direction, you may overdose. Okay, so each pill of Tylenol contains 500 milligrams of acetaminophen, a pain relieving drug. Its half life is 3 hours in normal patients with healthy liver. With healthy liver, it is safe to take another dose when there is less than 120 milligrams of acetaminophen left in our body. In this case, a patient must wait at least how many hours to take the next pill? Okay, so we are saying the initial amount is 500 milligrams. So we want to find out how much time it's going to take to drop all the way down to 120, but we don't have the K value. But we know the half-life. We know the half-life is 3 hours. And since the half-life is 3 hours, that means after 3 hours, how much is left? If the half-life is 3 hours, that means after 3 hours, 250 milligrams is left. Make sure you know what's being implied. Therefore, we can go ahead and find out the K value. So we say half-life, the meaning of half-life, it's how much time it takes to drop by 1/2. So that's how we know it's 250 of 500. E to the K, and the T is 3. Then we say, all right, it's 1/2 e to the 3K. So natural log of 1/2, it's equal to 3K. So K is equal to natural log of 1/2 over 3. Okay. Now, this is the last question on the paper, right? Is this? Yeah, that's the last question on the page. Right? Yeah. So let me go ahead and give you a little tip. Okay, let me give you a little tip. The tip is this: if you ever want to find out the K value, there's a little shortcut. It's always natural log of 1/2 over the half-life. Okay, that's how you find the K value. Some people, if you do AP chemistry, you might see this instead. Is negative natural log of 2 over the half-life. Okay. Now the reason why it's natural log of 2, because, well, 1/2 is 2 to the 1/2 is 2 to the -1 power. So the negative power becomes the coefficient, and that's how you have the negative up front. So if you want to do this shortcut, I would not stop you. Well, that would be, just make sure that you have a negative up front, okay? Because natural log of 1/2, it's the same thing as negative of natural log of 2. All right, so let's go ahead and calculate what it is. So we have natural log of 1/2 divided by 3. So that would be negative 0.231. So K is equal to a negative 0.231. That's our K value. And now with the K value, we can find out how much time it takes to drop to 120 milligrams. So if anyone wants to be a doctor, I hope this would be one little piece of knowledge that you can have and say, wow, I know how to calculate half-life for medicine. So 120 over 500, e to the 0.231 t, natural log of 120 over 500, and then negative 0.231 t. So t is natural log of 120 over 500, all over negative 0.231. Okay, so that will be your calculated ready answer. And you will go ahead and find out what it equals to on your calculator. Natural log of 120 divided by 500 divided by negative 0.231. 6.177, or round to the nearest integer. All right, so 6.177, and that would just be 6 hours. So that's why some pills, they would say, all right, take this every 6 hours. The pill that I took last night, I would take it every 12 hours because it stays in my body for much longer time. So to prevent any negative adverse effect, I have to wait 12 hours to take the next dose.